describe what the buzz is like and the excitement behind Saturday's game?
There is definitely a buzz around campus, and I know that there was apparently a line at the ticket booth Monday morning, and there's posters everywhere, and you hear people talking about it, and everyone's gearing up for the game. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, and that's why you came here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Saturday?
Yes, sir.
No, go ahead.
Describe how you feel physically. I know you had to come out of the game for a play last week where your backup quarterback fell on the goal line. Are you feeling healthy?
Yeah, I'm 100% good to go.
Well, you've seen West Texas A&M. Defensively, what do they bring to the table?
They're big and fast, and anytime you play a team like that, it's going to be tough, but we were lucky enough to be successful against them early in the season, and we think we have a good game plan going into it, and if we execute, we like our chances. But again, we know that they are a very big and fast defense, and they've improved vastly throughout the season, and they're playing good ball right now.
We've asked this question and really haven't gotten an answer, and maybe just a silly question, but does anybody have an advantage Saturday because you guys are somewhat familiar with each other and you played week one?
You know, we like our team, we like our chances, and I'm sure they like their chances too. And so I think, again, it's going to be an exciting game, and we know that they're going to come ready to play.
Did they get any sacks that first time around? Is that something you're keeping in the back of your mind?
I think I got sacked once. Like I said, they play fast and they fly around, and they're going to get their shots, and it's going to happen, and especially against a team like them. And it's just how you respond to that, and you just got to keep playing.
From what you've seen and what you've looked at, do you feel like they've improved drastically as the season's gone on?
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely playing their best ball right now, and I think they're. From what we've seen on film, they look like they're clicking on all cylinders. And again, we know we're going to have to execute and play mistake-free and make some plays to come out with a win this weekend.
And what kind of an advantage do you get playing this game at home?
Having this crowd is huge. They've been behind us all year, and they definitely help turn the momentum sometimes. And I guess it's kind of self-explanatory, but I mean, having this crowd, especially the playoff crowd we have here, is pretty awesome, and it really gets you going.
Now, I can understand the noise that they would make when you're on defense to kind of pump up the guys, but from the offense's perspective, playing at home, does that allow you to do some things that you couldn't do if you're on the road as far as like pre-snap?
I don't think it changes what we do. It just makes it makes it easier being at home, but we don't play in front of too many huge crowds, and so I think being on the road makes it more difficult, but it's definitely doable.
Ross, I asked Coach Riston this, and every coach that's coaching this week at this point of the season has a real raspy throat. I'm assuming it's from a lot of yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the case with your coach, or?
I hope not. No, we it's just everyone's ready to go, and I think having another chance to play these guys, it's kind of blossomed into a rivalry game with them, and going back to last year even, and now that we're in the same region, I think it's definitely taken it to another level, and having this rematch, I think everyone is just amped up and trying to elevate their work, elevate their preparation for the game this week.
Can you maybe elaborate the rivalry part a little bit and how it's become, and why do you feel it's a rivalry?
Just because I don't know, we're two very good teams, and going back to the beginning of this year, even last year, it was a big game, and going down there and beating them at their place was a huge win for us, and coming back to this year was, another great win for us, knowing that they were coming in with revenge on their mind, and again, that's what they're going to be doing. And for me personally, I know some of the guys on their team, being from Texas and playing against them, and am somewhat familiar with them, and so I think it's just, I don't know, when you are two good teams playing against each other, there's mutual respect, but definitely it's very competitive.
And that program's a pretty big deal in Amarillo. And you're saying you're a Texas guy, from the time you're put on the pad, basically, it's a big deal. What do you think it's like, and you probably know, to beat a school from Texas, and how do they feel? You know what I mean? Like, how demoralizing, I guess, is it for them, especially in a playoff game?
there's definitely a different attitude being from Texas and about Texas football, but it feels there's definitely some sweetness when we're able to beat those guys, and but again, you can't take anything for granted, and it's going to be, if we're able to pull out another win this weekend, it's going to be it's going to be huge and probably be the sweetest one. But I think there's definitely an attitude of I don't know, it's not good when those teams lose or anyone like that does, and I think that it's going to be a great opportunity again for us this weekend.
And I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right, West Texas A&M can really light up the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the defense has a big task ahead of them, but what type of responsibility do you feel on the offensive side of the ball as far as carrying the load?
We're just going to keep doing what we've done all year, and I think that's what how we've been successful, is we don't try to change too much from week to week. We tweak things, but ultimately we're going to run the ball, we're going to throw the ball and play action a little bit, and I think as long as we execute and worry about us, I think we'll be okay.
Until you, Coach Riston, was one of the top quarterbacks this program had ever seen, and now you've broken a lot of his marks. What's this journey been like for you this season?
It's been very surreal, especially being a senior. I feel like for me personally, I'm essentially the same person that I was 2-3 years ago, and it's kind of weird being in this position now, how things on the outside have changed so much. But I guess to me, I'm still doing the same things I've always done for the most part, and it's definitely much appreciated and been a dream come true for us to be in this position right now.
Do you think part of this rivalry is, you're from Texas, that basically, and I'm putting this in simplistic terms, we can't let those guys from Colorado beat us? Is that kind of, seriously, Texas, we were just looking at some high school stadiums that are as nice as your facilities are here.
There is definitely that attitude down there, but like I said, I think that after the last couple times we've played, like I said, there's a very strong mutual respect between both of us now.
All right. Well, good luck, Ross.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.